everyone, hello, welcome back to my channel. I'm Mark and today we're going to talk about reading comprehensive. When we do reading, we want to sound like a natural person speaking. So today we're going to take a look at some words and try and understand them and make sure we can read them and that we sound like a local native speaker. Now, when it comes to reading, it's also linked to speaking, because what we read is not always how it sounds when we speak to somebody. You know, we could read something, but when we're talking naturally, it doesn't sound the same. So speaking is very important, so we emphasize words to make sure others understand our meanings. And that we sound like a local as well, and not just monotone like a robot. When we first start to learn English, we want to make sure that we read the words correctly, each word correctly, and then we move on. And this is a good thing, but when we try and talk to people, it's not always correct because it doesn't tell them exactly how you're feeling and what the words are actually trying to show you and to tell somebody. So to make it more fluent, we're going to look at some words and teach you how to say them correctly so that it will sound more clear and natural to somebody you're talking to. So first, we're going to look at two words, like it. So, if we read them, like it. But for a natural speaker, they will pronounce it like this, like it. They make it sound more closer together. There's no like it with a pause. For a natural speaker, it's I like it. I like it. Look at another one. Take a look at it. So if we look at the words, take a look at it. That's fine, it's very clear, you can read them. But for a natural speaker, take a look at it. Take a look at it. Next one, nice to meet you. We break the words down. Nice to meet you. But we want to sound like a natural, local person. The main thing is for a natural speaker, they hear the nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Let's have a look at this one. Take your time. Take your time. For a natural speaker, we join the first two words, okay? Take your, then time. Take your time. Take your time. Take your time. Okay? Leave him alone. If you're talking to somebody individual, leave him alone. I'm taking a break. For this one, what we do is we join taking and together. So we reduce the sound of some letters. Today we're going to look at the sound. When we read it, I'm taking a break. But for me, as a natural speaker, I would say I'm taking a break. I'm taking a break. The sound has been reduced, so we get a break. Okay, that will make it sound more natural and fluent, not I'm taking a break. I'm taking a break. I'm taking a break. I must take a shower. This one, we have two sounds very close to each other, but for when we read it, we only pronounce one of the sounds more and longer than the other. For example, I must take. I must take. But for a natural speaker, we would pronounce it I must take. So the emphasis is on the must and not the take. I must take a shower. I must take a shower. I must take a shower. Two words, good morning. But for a natural speaker, when we say this, sometimes the letters and sounds disappear. So if I say it slow, it will be good morning. Okay? Good morning. But if I was to say it fast, like meeting somebody, it would be good morning. Good morning. The D sound has disappeared. Now, the emphasis about grammar is reading, but we were talking about speaking now. Now, when we read something, we want to emphasize it out and we want to speak to people. But sometimes when we speak to people, we have to make sure that we do it correctly. Like I've tried to explain that some words have silent letters, some words have joining letters together, and words to make it more clearly to understand. This is very important for when you want to speak to people. Just like good morning, if we say it slow, we pronounce the letter D, good morning. But for a natural speaker, they would just say good morning, so you wouldn't hear that D sound. But the more practicing you do and joining words together, you will learn and understand and what situation is important and how you emphasize the words and what you're trying to express and tell people.
Okay. 자, 나.
But still, they just collaborate together. Good morning, everyone. Hello, I'm Mark. Welcome back to my channel. And today we're going to look at some reading comprehension to make sure we can read something and sound like a natural speaker. Okay. Alright. When we first start to learn English, we want to make sure that we read the words correctly, each word correctly, and then we move on. Okay, look at another one, okay? Take a look at it, okay? So if we look at the words, take a look at it. That's fine, it's very clear, you can read them. But for a natural speaker,